Hey, Monty, do me a favor, yo. Go to YouTube right quick and see if you can sign into the live. I want to know. I think I might have set this shit to private.
Did you see the part when T.I. Was at the club?
Nah. What happened at the club?
When he was mad?
Afterwards?
Call who you need to call, do what you need to do. Ain't nothing happening. No money, no beers, no partying, no sections, nothing.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh, why could he? The club owner. The club owner used
Use their flyers.
used them on the flyer, saying they were gonna fight.
Right. So then
He pulled up.
You can talk to me. Until then, ain't nothing going. Call who you need to call, do what you need to do.
Ooh.
Ain't nothing happening. No money, no beers, no partying, no sections, nothing. You put me and mine on the motherfucking flyer, give me everything. And if you can't, don't play with me.
Don't play with me. Nigga, you see me beat my son up, I'll beat your ass up too. Nigga, see, I said, I'll fight my son over bread. I'll fight, all right, so people can't join in. All right. Good luck, Job. I appreciate you, bro. You the only one that showed up, man. You know what I'm saying? We got a Halo chat with 11 people. Job only one that jumped in. Yo, so, first say what up, Kev. I didn't even say what up yet. Say what up, Kev.
What up, Kev?
Say what up, Doomy.
What up, yo? What up? What up?
You know what I mean? You can't win. You can't win with this dude. Yo, what's good? What's going on? Like, yo, we here squatted up. Yo, act right if you in this chat, yo. Act right, son. Blue, hey, you ain't blue, don't say nothing to me, bro. Oh, black jacket ass, you know what I'm saying? Shut up, nigga. We blue niggas out here. Well, shout out to who? We shout out.
Newman's daughter, she graduated from college.
oh yeah.
Hey,
yeah,
let's
man.
go.
Damn you,
Yeah,
baby.
you know what I'm saying? We graduating. That's what we doing outside.
A couple years, baby girl gonna be graduating. We gonna be doing the same thing.
Right. That's
Yeah,
right.
you know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's noon on Friday. It's always been noon on Friday, Java. That's the way the kids is going. He said, ain't nobody jumping in the chat yet because it's noon on Friday. I'm like, it's always noon on Friday. That's literally what we do. Every Friday is noon. What I do is I ain't transition under those Facebook people to my YouTube. I'm not doing it on Facebook no more. I used to do it on Facebook. Everybody came through Facebook, but that's because of lazy Facebook people. We want to get everybody from Facebook on the YouTube because that's what matters to me right now. We a YouTube podcast now. You know what I mean? That's what we is. We's a Facebook pod. We a YouTube pod now. But hey, so we talking about T.I. and his son because I wanted to talk about it again because we only talked about it a little bit. I ain't posted online. I just recorded us talking about it to make some clips. But like,
They need to change his name from King to Queen.
I appreciate you, Java. From King to Queen? Not King to Queen.
They need to change his name from King to Queen.
First and foremost, did you see the fight? Did you see that? Did you see the footage from them arguing and fighting?
Yes.
I did. I
You
did.
did see it. How do you feel that was handled from a parenting standpoint?
Great.
You think T.I. handled it great? What about you, Doomie?
He ain't a little kid, so ain't
I think he definitely acted in the moment.
T.I. or son?
I'm not sure, T.I. I'm not sure if I would have put my son in a headlock. Maybe I would have, only because
When he say it like that, it changed.
because he was out of line, right? His son was out of line. So once it got to a certain point, I think T.I. was over the threshold. That's why he put him
Hey,
in
dude,
the
you would have
headlock.
put him in the head like dude?
That's what I'm
He
saying.
said, no. He said T.I. was over the threshold. What's the threshold?
His son was talking too much. You know what?
Yeah, it was a little too reckless.
His son was out of line. He was saying things that he shouldn't have been saying. He was definitely saying things that, you know, from what I could see, T.I. and Time didn't raise him that way.
Calling your father Cap is wild.
Yeah,
All right, dude, so you're a father. What would you would have done, dude?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. In the heat of the moment, I could see myself putting him in the headlock like T.I., shutting him down. You know, I might have maybe slapped him in the face, probably. I don't know, bro.
Yeah, so I don't believe in smacking
I know,
no
bro.
kid in the face.
I know,
but I ain't
bro.
gonna hold you. It's not above me to beat it. But I would beat my kid. But I know that at a certain age, they're not beatings no more. You literally fighting this
that's right.
nigga. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
that's right.
Like,
That's
and I
true.
wouldn't fight my kid. I would be like, yo, you gotta mount. It's like
Yeah,
unless if my kid the fact that he jumped in his face, that's the only reason I condone the violence is because it ain't like T.I. went after his son. That been wild to me. His son went after T.I. and T.I. just subdued him and said, you can't do nothing to me, boy. You can't do nothing to me. You can't do nothing to me, boy. What's wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he's like, what you doing? You can't do nothing to me, man. He told him chill out. He told him chill out. What you doing right now? You can't do that to me. I'm not T.I. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing going. So I'm not mad at the grab. What I will say is, what about the son, right? Because as parents, you know that kids' behaviors are normally like a reflection. You can't look at the behavior; you gotta look at the reason for it, right?
That's right.
Why do you think his son acted the way he acted?
I think that he's going through something that, so not being raised by his parents, but they addressed that though.
They're going through not being raised by his parents. That's what you think that came from?
Privilege. I think
definitely privilege.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't think he was privileged? The boy got millions of dollars. Of course, the boy's privileged.
But the thing is, dude,
you could temper that though, even with the money.
He wasn't raised. He said he didn't want to be behind those gates. So he got something towards his parents that he need to get out.
He do. That's right.
Well, clearly he did. He said, "Look, first off, I stand on business. I stand on businesses. I know you. That's cap. I know you. First off, I look. My dad can't beat me up, right? Respectfully, my dad can't get with me, put his hands up, I put my hands up, and he gonna come out of that with an L, right? But if my father was to step to me, out of respect for my father, that's it. You know, you win by default because you my father. Fight's over. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. He's like, hey, man, he raised his voice. We all go, oh, damn, we in trouble now. You know what I'm saying? Now, trouble ain't really a big deal, but because you have respect for your parent, you tighten up.
Like you said, we have respect for our parents.
Yeah, respect tighten you up. I don't think he had, but why doesn't this particular child, and all right, so why doesn't this child perfect? We don't know nothing about them, right? I don't know nothing about them particularly, but I do want to know, like, how would you quell that? What do you do with that? Counseling? Like, T.I. said T.I. made a video where he was saying, basically he was on live, he was addressing it, he said, my son going to jail. He goes, I got a son, he's going to go to jail. Like, the way he's acting, he want to be tough, he want to be different, he don't want to accept the fact he's privileged. He want to go to jail before he learn his lesson. Wow. That's what he said. My son going to end up going to jail before he learn his lesson.
That's crazy.
That's not, I don't think that's crazy. I think that's a reality. I know that's reality. That's how it works. Let me ask Phil. Phil, what you think about it? Why do you think is the reason our homeboys tightened up?
Man, you don't talk to your parents and disrespect when you told them to chill out the first time. And you sit there talking like you grown, even though you come of age, but yeah, you gotta stay in your place. Respect the elders. And you sit there telling man you embarrass yourself and try to tell them chill out and everything. And you kept getting bucked. Like you getting bucked because you got like a little age on him, and you think you know a man, but he's not. So you have to put the man hands on him.
Put the man hands on him. I don't know about no man hands, you know what I'm saying? I don't know about no man hands. But well, is there ever a reason why a parent and a kid should have a fist fight? Is there ever a reason why a parent? Huh? I said, what?
Baby C. Hey, wait. She graduated, man. Go ahead. Where you gift at?
We gonna talk about it after 5. This nigga ain't shit. Yo, this nigga the worst barber. This the worst barber ever.
Still on T.I. Okay.
Now I want to know, like, what's the reason? Why do you think? What's the reason that a child would put hands on their parents? Is there ever a reason for a child to put hands on?
For a child to put hands on their parents?
I mean, because you saw the altercation. The altercation was King stepped to T.I. King stepped to T.I. It wasn't T.I. like, yo, I'm gonna beat your ass. Now it's his son stepping to him saying, "You're cap. You're cap."
That's what I'm saying.
With the roof of his mouth,
out of line. He was completely out of line. He felt at some point that he could do that, and I don't know what gave him that indication that he could step to his dad like that. But T.I. straightened that out, right?
I think
he constrained him.
I think that
he constrained him.
I think the reason why he feels the way he felt emboldened to do that is because he does not feel that his parents fuck with him. Like, to be that combative, he don't feel like his parents and him have a understanding or a relationship that warrants it. He feel like he got to fight for his respect because he don't feel like he they kid in a way that they feel like he kid. It wasn't articulated well. I was telling somebody I was telling my daughter actually, like, you had the best dad in the world. That's all right. I thought you got the best dad in the world. And I was telling you got the best dad in the world because I was like, you got a dad you can talk to about anything. I think I won't judge shit. You can tell me anything you got going on. She told me about. I'm not gonna put her school business out there, but you know what I'm saying? I know about every kid, every story, every curse word, every fight, every organized meetup to fight, every kiss, every talk about the words they say, the jokes they make that are mad inappropriate. I'm at the table. I'm basically at the table with them. I hear about the entire day of events. Now that she says it in daddy talk, because she can't say the same words they say, but you know we got our way to say that too. We just talking and laughing and joking and having our powwow, right? And I was telling her that she goes, none of her friends believe that her dad has his own podcast, has his own business, that he boxes, that he makes music, that he's performed on stages, that he fucking worked with dogs, he worked with cars, he worked with they don't believe her when she tell them that shit. There ain't no way your dad's that cool, right? And I'm like, yeah. I was like, yo, because some kids can't talk to their parents.
Yeah.
They can't talk to their parents because they can't talk to their parents. They become this person outside of their parents' relationship that their parents don't know about. Then you finding out about shit later and you're like, oh, what the fuck, my kid would never, but you don't know. They don't know that boy. I don't think they know who King is, and King ain't got a relationship where he can talk to him about who he really is. Or he'll get hurt. Like you
So what's making you say that? What's making you say that T.I. and Tiny didn't make him feel like he was their child? What's making you say? Just by what he said?
I would say because he doesn't have that level of respect for his parents where he wouldn't want to put hands on them, right? I feel like their parenting styles, I feel like, because they're older than me too, so I feel like T.I. and them probably have the parenting style where they're like, I'm going to parent like this. And because I'm going to parent like this, they're trying to force that into their kid. When kids are dynamic, you can't decide on how you're going to parent them. You have to work with the kid you got to help them be the best person, right? So he's like, I think T.I.'s goal for him is great, but I don't think you hear it that way. Like, I got two brothers, right? One brother is a free bird. He like Che Guevara. That nigga don't believe in no kind of rules. He don't believe in no kind of rules. Freedom for everybody. Nigga, I take the shirt off my back and give it to you. That's the type of dude he is. The other one is like, stick to the rules to get the benefits, right? He worked the system. He like, what's the system? Where can I go? Where can I go? Cool. He worked the system to get everything he can get out of it. He a hard worker, but he stays in the lines. The other one don't put me in no fucking box. You put him in a box, he'll shut down because he in the box. You put him outside, he'll flourish out there. So you gotta raise him differently. You can't talk to him the same way. I don't think they talking to King in a way that King can receive him, because if they were, King wouldn't wild out the way he did. But that's just King. I'm talking about parenting in general though. I was telling my kid, parents lose their kids regularly. Middle school coming up. A lot of shit gonna happen. You can talk to your parents. Don't listen to your stupid friends. Come talk to me. We'll figure it out. Don't talk. Your friends think they know, they're lying. None of y'all know what y'all doing. Come talk to me. We'll figure it out. You know what I'm saying? I got you. Just figure it out. So I try not to get mad about stupid shit. That's why you talk about homecoming. I don't care about prom and homecoming. I want to raise a daughter that when she go to prom and homecoming, I have confidence she gonna make the choices that she would make if I was there. You know what I'm saying? Because in reality, she gonna do what she want. She gonna do what she want. I gotta be there to fix it whether I like it or not. Oh, let's see what they talking about. Yeah, nigga, I'm working, boy. Kids these days are sensitive. My dad and I had a row when I was 15 because I disrespected my mom. Oh shit, nigga, you out of control.
I know.
He said you was 15, nigga. You tried mom at 15, nigga. Where was you at? What was going on in your head? My parents had to switch their parenting style up a little for me, and I probably have the least amount of issues compared to my sibling. See, there you go. See, man, you on the same time, nigga. Your daughter pray. Your daughter, your daughter is fucking lucky that you got that in your head, because for real, a lot of these kids get lost, bro, and there's a lot of shit going on. When I was in high school, they were having cocaine parties.
You was in high school. You had a crush on Dr. Rob's wife.
Nah, I was in elementary school. Elementary school, I was on Dr. Rob's wife. Like, that was my boo. I was friends with Paco because Paco's mom was Dr. Rob's wife. My elementary school teacher was my friend's mother, and I was like, nigga, you are lucky. You go home with that?
Hear about the cocaine party.
Yeah, I did. Oh yeah. So when I was in high school, the rich kids up the block would have parties, but they would have like a table of cocaine at these parties, right?
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild. That's like, to me, I was like, is this real? You know what I'm saying? Is this real life? They really did that?
I know.
But they were really out there. They do these little, what they call Skittle parties, where they would put like different types of perks and shit like that, and they mix it in with Skittles, and you walk in, you take a handful. They did some wild shit when I was a kid, but this is high school that was available, right? Now these kids nowadays have access to drugs and shit even younger. Right? Yeah. Even younger. It was younger when I was still in school. I don't know what's going on. I ain't been in school in 20 years. I have no idea what the fuck they doing in school.
I smoked weed till I was like 19 years old.
But you know, now these kids are dying. They smoke weed because it's laced with fentanyl. These kids
Oh,
smoke
yeah,
weed
yeah.
for the first time and fucking die.
And die, yes.
And fucking die.
When we was growing up, the weed was laced with both.
Yeah, I know. Some of y'all still out here smoking both. Some of y'all niggas still out here at the 7-Eleven smoking
But
both.
they can die. So my question is, why do the dealers want their clientele to die? Don't you want them around so you can make more money?
I don't know what it is. Is the high? Because everybody doesn't die from the fentanyl, right?
A lot of them do.
A lot, no.
But not
Yeah.
everybody.
I don't know. I really don't know because I don't know nothing about hustling. I ain't never hustled, so I know nothing about it. I just know that shit was there.
Give you a fatal dose of a haircut.
This nigga said a fatal dose of haircut. That is the greatest shit you've ever. You said some funny shit, but that shit is the fucking greatest. He said a fatal dose of haircut. That shit is. Yo, let me go talk to Kev. That nigga, yo, Kev on some new shit today. This nigga, he was like, I was telling him basically that when I was a kid, drugs parties was a thing, right? They had drug parties. So I was like, but I was when I was in high school. These kids nowadays have access to shit that I had access to when I was in high school at a younger age. And a lot of these kids try shit for the first time and die. He's like, yeah, man. He goes, but why they, I was like, they lace weed with fentanyl and the kids smoke weed and they die and shit. He goes, but why would you do that as a hustler? Why would you why would you do it? Why would you kill the clientele? He's that's stupid. That don't make no money. You want them to come back. That's like giving you a fatal dose of haircut. And I was like, this nigga, he said a fatal dose. He said a fatal dose of haircut. Nigga, I've never. I would think, yo, give me when you gave Blue. We buried Blue on Tuesday, man. But I'm trying to be in there by Friday. You feel me? He was dead, but he was fresh. That shit. I want some of that, nigga. What would you call it? Yo, if you could hustle haircuts, what would you call your haircut? Well, if you could hustle haircut, right? If haircut was your product, right? What would you name the product? Because you know.
I'm at the bite off the American Gangster joint and call it the Blue Magic.
You call it the Blue Magic?
Yeah, fuck it, Black Magic.
Black Magic? Yo, Black Magic, because you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about. Black Magic. He said, huh? Yeah, if you had to put the stamp on it, right? Instead of calling it Black Magic or Blue Magic, what you naming it? What you naming your haircut? Rose, oh shit, he hustling that rose gold? He ain't got that rose gold? Okay, all right, they got rose gold. Hey man, we gotta start blurring faces when they in the chair, when they getting that rose gold. We gotta start hustling it. We gotta start hustling it on the low, man. Niggas can't see
He
it.
shouted out his barber like years ago, man. He was like Lenny the Barber or whatever. And he got famous off that.
From a shout out?
Yep.
So my barber's rose gold, but he be like, not fucking with me for real, cause all the other niggas wear blue. He come here with orange, green, purple. Look at him sound like it don't matter. It do matter, man. You supposed to be my peoples. You supposed to be my peoples, man. He hustling haircuts through on the pod wearing a purple shirt. I can't trust this nigga, man. Nah. Everybody in here banging. I mean, y'all, you and Sean banging though. Yeah, y'all all black, y'all banging. You know what I'm saying? That's how my squad roll. So we talking about T.I. and King. You see what happened with them? Basically, I mean, honestly, I don't give a fuck about the argument or what they was arguing about, because I really can't think of an idea of why my son and me need to have a fist fight over anything he got going on in a public space, right?
King just look like a little disrespectful. Like he needed, sometimes he look like he needed to be straightened out.
Well, he stepped to his dad, and his dad restrained him. Was like, you can't do nothing with me. You can't do nothing with me. But he had to physically restrain this little youngin from jumping in his face, which to me is wild. You imagine one of your sons getting so bucked that you got to physically restrain them from putting hands on you, or putting themselves in a situation where you had to put hands on them. You know what I mean? 'Cause I think the restraint was a double-sided thing. He restrained him because it's like you a little too close, a little too wild. But he also restrained him like, I don't want you to do something stupid and I gotta fuck you up out here. You know what I mean? He also told him, you're embarrassing yourself and your family. During the argument, he's like, you're embarrassing yourself and your family, man. Look what you're doing. He's like, I don't care. It's you're Cap. I know you're Cap. You're Cap. He was just yelling his. First off, he on live. Your son's on Instagram live, looking in your face, calling you a liar, telling you, I know you're a fucking liar. You're a liar. Get out my way. Pushing people out the way to get to you. He get to you. What do you do next? You can't even envision that? You can't get to that?
It's a wrap for him.
You would actually put hands on? You fight your kid?
I'm telling him right now. I'm telling my kids right now. I will stretch you.
You got boys too, though.
The King of boy?
Yeah. Well, he a little girly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I put it in the now. And I think there's something to it. Like maybe, I'm not saying, you know what I mean, but maybe T.I., maybe he was out getting money and was on the road a lot. And he wasn't there really building his son up, which is really raising him. Like he provided for him, but was he really raising him, teaching them? Like my kids know about who Tupac is now. You know what I mean? At 10 and 6. So how does King not know it? And your father was at one point in time the king of the South. He was in hip hop.
They said he was bigger than Jay-Z out there. They said out there when J. Ro was on Jay-Z that Face, T.I., Gucci Man, like those guys were bigger. They had more burning and stuff. They were more popular because, you know, they're Southern rappers. So they were bigger out there. So I feel like out here, we don't have the same vision. You know what I'm saying? We don't receive him the same way. We know T.I. big, but we don't know him the same way they know him out south. You know what I'm saying? He got mad love support out there.
Yeah, he was big, man. So I think there's something to it. I think there is, maybe that's just the young boy in him is basically crying for his father.
That's what I was saying. Like, what got to be missing, right? Because as a parent, you know what I'm saying, we tend to parent very close. Similar, right? I'm like, yeah, I get the paps. I don't think I'd fight my kid. Be honest with you.
I
don't think I'd fight my kid.
I don't think it's gonna come down to that with my kids unless they on drugs, which I'm.
Or they hurting for real, like, you know what I'm saying? Because your kids talk to you, right? So your kids talk to you though, right? So they have that avenue. I don't think that King and T.I. are able to talk to each other. You know what I mean? And as a parent, if you can't talk to your kid, what's your next step? If your sons, right, say the way you talk to your sons and try to mentor and teach them, you watching them reject the message for whatever reason. Like maybe they always got a problem with how you talking to them. They always got a problem with how you put it to them. What do you do next? If your message,
you got a problem with how I'm telling it to you. How would you like for me to communicate to you? I got to get down to that because I need you to get this message. So what am I saying that's triggering you? Well, it's when you yell, it's when you do this. Okay, so I'm gonna, because it's important for me to give you this message. It's important. So I gotta, as a manager or as a leader or as a parent, it's important for me to fix myself in such a way that the people around me that I'm delivering the message to is understanding me and understanding the message. So before it even starts to show its head with the bumping of the heads and mentality, I'm gonna get down to the bottom of it and be like, yo man, what can I do? Because both of my sons, they're two different. And I gotta talk to one different than the way I talk to the other. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
Once he starts, you always you doing all of that. All right, chill. What did I do wrong?
Okay.
You know what I mean? And in my mind, I might not did nothing wrong. In reality, I might not did nothing wrong. What the point is, in his mind, I did. So it's important for me to identify that to figure out, like, yo, well, it's when you call me a punk. Okay, he doesn't like when I call him names. So what I'm going to do is like, yo, my bad. I'm not trying to say that you're a punk, but this is what punks do. And it's my job to make sure that you don't go in that direction. So what I'm going to try to do, because I'm used to talking like this to people and calling it like how I see it, what I'm going to try to do is I'm not going to call you a punk because I know that's a trigger language for you. And like the reason why I care is because I need you to get this message. And if you don't get the message, I fail. So I'm going to fall on the sword and switch up how I do things so you can get the message. Now if it's just some other guy in the shop and I call him a punk, man, I don't like when you call me a punk. All right, well don't act like you just. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
That's all I got.
But with the kid, it's like you switch it up because of the kid.
My kid,
So
somebody I'm leading, or if it's like my man or something like that.
I do the same thing with my daughter, right? Because I'll say something to her and she'll get tight. Not tight like angry, but like it'll stiffen her up. Like it's a lot of tension, right? The way I'll put it to her, put tension in her, and I'll be like, you know, I gotta leave for a second because whatever it is that's bothering me, I gotta leave for a second to like adjust, right? And I'll come back. I'm like, listen, baby, my you know what I'm saying? I gotta think about like when she get tight, I'll the volume up a little bit because I talk to her all the time. So I'm like, oh, it was because I was serious. I'm like, listen, I'm not mad at you. It's not that the behavior. What was it? She didn't do her. She made like her homework was trash. The way she did her homework, she's too smart. In my opinion, she's too smart for that. but she also got to give her grace to make mistakes. So what I did was like, hey, baby, let's work on it this way. Let me see it now. Okay, cool. Great job, baby. Sorry I was a little tight. I will always want you to be the best version of you, and sometimes I put it to you like I gotta give you the opportunity to make mistakes. So that's my fault, baby. You know what I'm saying?
You know what that also does? It's like a reversal type of situation. You're showing her as an adult and as a man what accountability looks like, what being wrong looks like, what apologizing for your wrongness looks like, without having to feel, punished. Like, yo, I was wrong, and it's okay to be wrong. And this is how, when you are wrong, everybody gonna be wrong. When you are wrong, this is how you handle it. So not only are you fixing your parenting and fine-tuning your parenting style for her, you're also showing her or them the example of what it's like to be accountable, be wrong, and properly apologize in the tone for your wrong tone or wrong action or wrong choice of words. You know what I mean? You showing them all of this in one moment.
Yeah, exactly. I do it because I'm like, cause when you get I told her too, when you get somebody, I want them to be able to tell you they're sorry. I don't yell at you. I don't get at you. I don't get under you like that. So I don't want nobody else doing that. Oh, black jeans, yeah, black jeans, but still the blue, the blue. Bro, you trying to make fun of my jeans? Like, look, I wear it to accent. It's an accent piece, all right? It make the blue stand out more when you wear a little black jeans. Yeah. Yeah, I don't do nothing that's not blue. I just got the black to make the blue stand out. I got to ask you a question, Larry. You got kids? How many kids you got? Because they're saying, your son's saying he in the chat. He said, your son in the chat saying that's my dad. Nah, but I want to ask you, if your son, you got any sons? Your son stepped to you to physically have he stepped to you physically. How do you handle that? Like, not now. I'm talking about like your son's like 20, and he stepped to you. He like, yo.
I told him I'd gut him like a fish and get out.
Okay.
That's real.
But that's real. I ain't gonna ask no more. That's real. So why you telling him you got him like a fish though?
Put that fear in him.
Okay, so what's
Put that fear in him. I ain't no suburban boy.
what did you adjust your relationship with him afterwards, or did you expect him to adjust to you?
I expected him to adjust to me. It took 5, 6, 7 years for him to come around.
Did he say it was wrong for how he acted, or was it like, did y'all reconcile?
No.
Y'all just came back to the middle ground with that line in the dirt.
Right. I don't mean if you come back correct, I don't mean I told you so.
Damn.
Right.
That's different.
I don't have to rehash what you did. If you come back correct, then we ain't got to discuss that.
Or if he calling you out your name, you just tell him, hey, you can catch these hands, and if you come back.
Call me by my last name, then. What you mean call me by my name?
Call you out your name.
You mean
Like you a effing liar. You a effing liar. You a liar.
I've been there. Once I put that threat down,
All that gotta stop.
then all that, right. If he said anything, it was behind my back. He never called me. I thought you meant he tried to call me by my first name.
No. He called you out your name.
Not to my face.
Do you think there's ever a time to put hands on your kid, like have a fight with your kid?
Been there, done that too.
Damn. It's just out here, parents are different, okay?
Not from old school.
What? Why? I ain't talking about spanking. I'm talking about you got square with your kid. You got. What's the line? What's the line for that?
The line is when he gets to the point where what he did was physically more. What he thought was able to do, he went out and built him some muscles and got strong and all that. Then I have to threaten him with, knives, guns.
God damn. What the fuck? Y'all in Harlem? Y'all in Harlem, man? Siberia? What's going on? He said, they get to a certain age, you gotta make sure they know that, you know what I'm saying? There's pistols everywhere in here, you don't know where they at, but they can be used at any time. There's knives everywhere.
I need the Marvin Gaye on it.
What's the Marvin Gaye?
Marvin Gaye is bad killer. Spotted killer.
Marvin Gaye's father killed him?
He got shot, and he got shot by his father. Yeah. You know that?
He got shot and killed by his father.
Yeah. His dad killed. Dad took him. Killed him.
What did he take him out for?
He was
must have
roughing
been
him
on-
up. He was roughing his dad up. He was physically roughing him up.
His dad?
They said dad was a cross dresser.
So he beat him up. So he beat him up for dressing like a girl. Hold on. What he beat him up?
Over money. He beat him up over some money.
Oh, he's beating his dad over some money. Marvin Gaye had the bread though,
Yeah.
but his dad took some money.
I didn't get all of that.
Somebody give me a Google.
But it was
I need a Google right now.
go to BET.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah.
Marvin Gaye killed his daddy. I mean, daddy killed his David. Daddy killed Marvin Gaye.
Yeah.
I ain't know that.
Say it was you. There's your answer.
Cause I mean, like where I'm from, fathers don't kill their sons. Yo, one of my ironclad rules, bro, is parents do not bury their kids, man. That's the one thing you don't want to do. I watched my grandma do it like 4 or 5 times, burying their kids, man. Yo, parents weren't meant to do that shit. That's crazy.
Parents don't want to bury
Is his dad still in jail? His dad died in jail or
Dad ain't
something?
getting no time. Dad ain't getting no time.
Do that dance for me, Gabe.
Oh yeah, I remember. Nah, he's a pastor. He's like, get out of my house. And he was like, oh, okay. And he started dancing up to his dad. He got one more dance for you, mom. When he walked up to his dad, dad popped him. He didn't even do nothing no more. He was dancing. Said, I don't like your dance. Pow, shot him in the stomach. That's crazy.
Dad ain't getting no time.
He ain't even do no time. He got away with killing his son. Did he go to the funeral? Cause that'd be disrespectful. That'd be disrespectful.
But you know, mom was roughing him up.
I'll be honest with you, bro. I'll be honest with you. I don't see myself letting my child put hands on me. I can understand. I can understand. I'm trying to put myself in the place of it. There's no version of my son getting bigger than me, putting hands on me.
Texted me when I heard he called me a bitch one time.
Bro, that's a baby.
My son, my oldest son. I was so heated. I went all the way to Montgomery County. He had to apologize through the door before I put hands on him and his mom and all that. But they had to make me go away because I was gonna get him. I went all the way out there right after the text.
I'm just saying I can understand delivering a whooping is not above me, all right? It's not beneath me at all. It's not beneath me in the slightest. Delivering a whooping that makes sense. Yes, you gotta.
I was working here. I was at Jason's chilling. And I'm talking to him and we talking about something.
That's wild.
Whatever, bitch.
What are you still doing up with the baby? Hey, Phil. Child, man. You want to start doing some push-ups, Brody. I got you, little man. I got you. Hey, man. Marvin Gaye was killed by his dad, Brody?
Yep.
That's a real story? What was he? He said he was fighting over money.
Yeah, Marvin Gaye was on crack at this point.
Oh, so he killed the crackhead.
Yeah,
Okay, that's different. That's mad different.
he was on crack.
I thought the dad was the one that was on some shit. But Marvin Gaye was on the shit.
Marvin Gaye was off the shit, but they
Okay.
did say that the father was a cross-dresser.
What they got to do with him killing the crackhead?
Huh?
I don't think that matter.
So he probably disrespected him like, you gay ass. What you gay ass talking about? You know what I mean?
I mean, I can see it was less accepted back then.
He probably crossed that line, but yeah.
So you might think of some bravado and not really his self-defense. Because he was saying he beat on him all the time. All right, Dumas. He said he was always hitting on him. Like he was beating on his dad all the time.
I didn't hear about that part, but I can see him coming out his mouth being disrespectful. Faggot ass, you know what I mean?
Hey, we gotta watch the language. It's going to YouTube, man. It's YouTube, man. One thing, you can say nigga all day.
Are
You say anything.
we monetized?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, my bad. I mean, we were till you got a hold of the screen. Hey, man, the thoughts and views of Rose Gold Jones do not represent the thoughts and views of the Blue 51 podcast. That's how
But
we do.
I can see it. It's just like that happening.
No, I can see it. I can see it, Crook. I mean, I've seen joints. There was a one where, oh man, what's her name? There was a host, talk show host, right? And she had a trans woman on the show, and she was like, she said, so are you what did she say to you? You a guy or a girl or something like that? And the guy and the trans was doing like whatever, bitch, woo woo, and cursing, you know what I'm saying, doing a little hand thing, and she was like getting real upset. She took her shoes off, right? So the security walked up because this is still a physical man. that's getting her shoes off, getting ready to fight this small black woman. Security come over, like, yo, chill out, stop tapping the leg. Like, don't touch me, because she want to try me. I'm the one. So they grab him up, took him off, and he's like really trying to come over, and she's like, look, she goes, you got a dick tucked between your legs. I don't care about that woman. You were born a man. You ain't really a girl. You a man. And yo, egging her on, you know what I'm saying? So now, trans woman in the joint.
Hold on. That was on the talk show?
That was a talk show.
I seen that.
I was like, yo.
Hold on, I think I sent that to you.
Crazy. No, if you did, I didn't look. I didn't see it. I seen it, but I ain't sent it to nobody. I just saw it
She
right
had
there.
on blue jeans, right?
Yeah, the one that was going crazy, and then the girl had like a pink dress, and then some girls trying to calm her down, like,
But
calm
she was
down.
calm, though. She was sitting
Oh yeah, she never. Now that part freaked me out, cause you gotta think what she got going on. Was she so comfortable
She
in
told
that
me in the
chair?
video.
What she
She
say?
said, I got niggas here for you. Remember the security? She wasn't worried. She said,
So she was chilling, and security wasn't playing, because normally they wait till someone rush, and then they try to rush. Soon as she started taking them shoes off, two security, one from behind, one from up front, came up, hey, started tapping her leg, shorty, you gotta chill.
Yeah.
You gotta chill. You gotta chill. They really didn't manhandle her neither though. That's another thing too. They muscled her out, but they was real security. They ain't really like, some of these security joints just put you in a headlock, carry you off stage, choking you out. They just said, hey, come on, get out of here. And she's like, get off me. I'll go. You're like, you don't want to go over there. You don't want to do that. Man, I'm 255 pounds. I'll hurt you. You don't want that. You tap this button, it's gonna tap back.
that's crazy though, man. Like,
But was real rah-rah to fight the girl, and I think that is crazy to me. I get you feel like a woman, I got you. But physically, you a man. You beating a woman up.
you a man.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's absolutely nuts.
absolutely crazy. You are.
They had a boxing match like that. The Marine girl was in a boxing ring. She said, I'll beat any of you Marines up, right? Boxing match. She had the red headgear, red gloves. She said, I'll beat anybody in this joint. I'll smash anybody in here. So one of the Marines took the challenge. Yep, girl. Dude got in the ring with her. This is a straight female. You know what I'm saying? Not trans woman, not a straight female. Get in there. Start dinging her. Bing, 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 bing. They get a standing 8. Like, yo, you good? She's like, no, I want my hip back. Goes back over there, tries to go, and she's just getting dinged up, trying to go. Yo, it's just a punishing. It's an absolute I don't think she finished the round. Got knocked her down like twice. Another standing 8. They stopped the fighter, nose all bloody and stuff. He went to the ring. He tried to dap her up after the joint. She's like, nah, yo, I want to dap you up. They're like, why would you punch me? So, I mean, granted, you really went. There's a whole thing going on. She like, yo, I'll beat anybody in here. I guess she has some boxing experience. When in that joint, he got dinged up, bro. It was not the move.
But like he said, she asked for it.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I just
Can't be
think.
mad now.
She wanted to fight, so I'm thinking like, maybe the physicality ain't the, you should adjust. If you're gonna be a trans woman, you should adjust a little bit and not be out here.
Take some testosterone.
That's crazy too, because you know what it is too? Like, peep game. I wonder how it rolls if that trans woman was to beat that girl up on the show, right? No. And then her peoples beat him up, right? Or beat her up, right? The dudes in her life, her boyfriend, her cousins, her brother, whoever, smack. Is that a hate crime?
No, but it will be. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that would they? I mean, I guess you could push it that. You could push it that way. But is that a hate crime? Because it's like you're a whole man beating my sister. They're like no, but she identifies as a woman, so we can't hold it. You know what I'm saying? Like, would they look at it that way?
You're a whole.
Yeah, that's wild. I don't know if I got the stomach for it. That's crazy. That's crazy to me.
Nah,
I can only take so much.
do you remember the story of the
She get locked up. What side of the prison she going on?
So they've been putting trans women in the female prison, and they've been getting female inmates pregnant.
I just seen ATL or that show.
Oh yeah. What you about to do is like, that's a dude, bro. You gay. They've been doing it. I don't know how they've been deciding, but there's a trans woman that went to a female jail. She got like 3 of the inmates pregnant.
Have you seen the story about that this dude got into it with a trans female or whatever.
Yeah.
That identified as a dude.
Oh, it was a woman that identified. Wait, a trans woman. So it was a guy that was a girl that identified the dude?
It was a woman, but she was.
Oh, she was transitioned to a man. Okay. So she wasn't trans. She just identified as a
I guess
male.
the dude was trying to holler at his girl or whatever. Appreciate you. Yes, sir. So he getting into it with her. I guess something happened. They got into a physical altercation. She took him to court. But when she came to court, she was dressed like a female. Like full female.
I love it. Nah, I love it. Hey, man. Hey, you play stupid games, win stupid prizes. I'm with that. Yo, I was like, hey. And I was scared, Your Honor. I was scared. I was real scared, period. Oscar Purrier. He was such a manly man. You get out that joint, she holding her nuts. She holding her air nuts. She holding her, yeah. Got that nigga up out of here, you know what I mean? They ain't there. What you calling them? Gotta be air nuts. Hey, Monty, man, your kids ever try to fight you? Huh? Your kids ever try to fight you? Nope. What'd you do if your son tried to step to you? Put hands on you.
Put hands back.
Why you studying? He ain't here. He ain't do that. Calm down, man. Hey, you gonna be all right, son. Why do you think there ever a time to put, like, dude, what is the line for putting hands on your kids? Like, what's the line for that? Like, what line do they cross before it's a physical altercation, if any?
The number one thing is disrespect. Whether you disrespect me or you disrespect your mother. Because even if me and his mother ain't together, and he goes and stays with her at her separate household, she calls me and tells me that he's talking back and disrespecting.
You on the way?
Yeah.
I do the same thing. Even when I'm beefing with my kid's mom, like I ain't talking to her. We don't really be beefing. We just stop talking. When we beef, we don't speak to each other, right? Because we're not trying to be fighting. Even though that still damages the kid to something, I'd rather do that than like fighting, screaming, throwing shit, breaking shit. I don't want to fight like that. I don't want toxic fighting if we don't know how to fight without being toxic with each other. You know what I'm saying? So like, so we don't talk when we're upset. But even when us not talking, if I'm on the phone, I hear her say something like, what? Or a little too much bass in her voice, I'll check it. You know what I'm saying? If I'm out and about and she moving around too much, I'm like, hey, come here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I check it. I don't let I'll shoot a look. You know what I'm saying? You know, the parent to cut a look. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't ever let her behavior slide no matter where she at. I expect you to behave yourself. And I mean, I got a relatively good kid, but like, there's nothing that can happen. I don't care if I'm talking. I tell her, I don't care if I'm talking to your mom or not. I'm gonna fuck how long we go. You behave yourself wherever you at, whatever you doing. There's never a time. Because I ain't got to speak to them to come whoop your ass. I ain't got to talk to them to come put it. You know what I'm saying? Even though I don't beat my kid, but I would. But I don't know. Because I think at this point now is you take responsibility. If my kid stepped to me, and this is my daughter, I think I'm going to be softer with my kid for sure, right? If my daughter get out of line to that degree, where she's physically like, well, fuck that, she's in the face or whatever, go. Put her right outside the door. Let life happen to you, baby. Like, I'll protect you from life. I literally stand in front of you for anything. Nobody can yell at you. Nobody can talk to you. I watch the language around you, you know what I'm saying? Like, I set a standard that I hope you uphold. If you don't want that standard, that's fine, but you got to go because I don't want to be compromising myself. I don't let nobody talk to me like that. If you feel like you one of them people that can talk to me like that, this is what I do to people that talk to me like that. Don't be around me. I don't hang with nobody that disrespect me. I don't be around nobody that don't celebrate me showing up. You know what I'm saying? I don't only go to places where they go, what's up, Blue? I give people hugs. I only go places where they love me. My kid don't want to treat me like with love, then I can't deal with you. Go out there and whatever happens, you take responsibility. They call me and say, hey, we have a Maya detained and such and such and such. All right, cool, let us say. How long she gonna be there for? Record dates in 3 weeks. Okay, well, I guess she'll see if she gets out in 3 weeks. Thanks a lot. Click. I wouldn't do it.
But would you like nip that in the problem from the beginning? Like if you see her hanging with the wrong crowd, you hear her conversations, do you go through her phone? Do you check stuff?
I don't know what age that stops though. But yeah, like right now I manage the shit out of it. I'm like, yo, you gotta pick good friends. Like there's a little girl that's mean to her sometimes, right? Like, what's up, bro? I don't want to be just talking over. I feel like at least I can do is say hi. So like, there's a little girl that's like, I don't like her. She a bad kid. Like, she don't have a father. She don't. She has a tough relationship with her mom. And the kids know. They talk about it, but the kids talk about it. And I'm like, she's mean some days. Some days she comes to school and she's just mean to everybody because that's her way of dealing with the shit she's going through, right? So they understand she's going through shit, so they accept the poor behavior from this girl. The thing is that as a mentor, right? I understand that she's going through something, but as a father to my daughter, I don't give a fuck about what she's going through. You can't talk shit to my kid. You know what I'm saying? So they talk on the phone sometimes, and she complains about the conversations. So I was like, the first time she did it, I let it escalate. It got to an altercation. This year, I'm like, listen, you got to manage your relationships. You're getting older. You're going to be in a higher school level soon, where it's even harder to manage those relationships. You got to practice, because what you practice, you get good at. So if you practice dealing with this foolishness silently, you're going to deal with a lot of foolishness silently, and I don't want you to do that. Tell her that she can't be your friend if she can't be respectful. So I let her wait like 2 weeks. She ain't do the shit. I'm like, I got you. Next time she call, give me the phone. And what I'm going to tell her is, you can't call my daughter anymore if you're not going to be her friend all the time. If you're going to be her friend sometimes and then switch up, don't call her anymore. Just don't be her friend, because I'm not gonna watch you be mean to my daughter some days and be nice some other days. You gotta make a choice. If you wanna call her and talk to her, you gotta be her friend every day, right? And just mentor the girl in front of her so she can kind of see it, because I know the girl needs it, but also I want my daughter to get good at managing. So if she went to school, no, she told the girl, my dad said she wants you to call. My dad wants you to call. Why? And my dad said, you can't call me no more if you're not going to treat me like your friend all the time. She says, I'm always your friend. So they argued about it a little bit, but she had the conversation through me, right? Had a conversation through me. So what I was asking her to do, she ain't had the balls to do. But when her dad was involved, oh yeah, my dad ain't me. My dad said, you know what I mean? So she just used me as an out. I'm like, baby, do that all the time. Whenever you feel like you can't do it, just use me. Because I'll do it. I don't care about you. You know I don't care about your friends. You know I'll kick that little girl in the face. I don't care about that little girl. I care about you. I want you to be good. You know what I'm saying? So I would say I'd rather that, right? I'm not looking for the little girl like to talk to her, but I made the scenario. I put the things in place where she had to talk to the little girl and she got the message across. So even if the little girl don't do it, you know what I'm saying? She understands that you can't call my daughter and pick and choose when you're gonna be nice to her, because I'll shut it down. You know what I'm saying? Which is the message I want her to have. So when she goes to middle school or whatever, I hope she keeps that going. You know what I mean?
So what if her friend is
She is. The little girl that's a problem. She's like every boy that in school, she wants to like her, but you know, they all like different girls and stuff, but she's always trying to do stuff like, you know, give them hugs, show her feet, call them like her boo or her pookie, you know what I'm saying? Every boy she trying to get attention from because she want attention, but I think, you know, it's her own way of hurting, you know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, I don't want her to be friends with I wanted to know the behavior, but the thing is, I'm like, if you hang out with somebody who robs a bank, right? And the cops come to arrest that person, they're going to arrest you too because they're going to assume you robbed the bank. So like, if you're hanging around with somebody who's trying to get all the boys' attention and you hanging out with her, they're going to assume you're a girl that want all the boys' attention. And like, you know, doctors hang with doctors. Lawyers hang with lawyers. Barbers hang with barbers. So if your girl fast and you hanging out with her, they supposed to assume you're not fast too? You get the wrong kind of attention. You don't want to be that kind of girl. She's like, yeah, well, I don't really hang with her. I do other things. So, you know, I'm giving her little stuff. And I got lucky because I got a cool kid. You know what I mean? My kid kind of listen. She really invests in, like, everything I tell her, she go to school. Like, yo, my dad said, yo, my dad. It's always my dad. Every day there's my dad's story because I talk a lot. So we talk a lot, which means she go back and talk about, I got this from the source. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to listen to y'all because my dad said this. And my dad be talking to me about everything. You know what I mean? So I hope. Huh? That she's bragging about your time? You know how hard I worked to have a relationship with that little girl. Like, I love the fact that she's in her little dad phase. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit, you know what I mean? For her to go as long as she went, not being able to have a dad phase, to have a dad phase, to have time to come back home, to get picked up by her dad, you know what I'm saying? Like, the whole school know me. Whole school, first in line, they like, yo, there go that car again. He's always here early. Oh, that's so-and-so father. Now they like, oh, so-and-so's father's here. They don't say that's their car. They say, that's Mr. Blue. It's Maya's dad. You know what I mean? They wave. All the kids wave. I don't know none of them, but they all know her, so they all know me because they're like, oh, that's Maya's dad. That's Mr. Blue. Some of them watch the pod. One kid jumps on the pod sometimes. He homeschooled. She plays video games with him. She told him about me. He found my pod online. He watched the pod from homeschool. You know what I mean? So, like, she talk about that all the time, bro. It's the greatest thing ever. Hey, man, you know, that's what fathers do. That's why me and my kid ain't gonna fight in the middle of a Hawks game. All right, we ain't doing none of that. All right, Brody, I'm about to close it down, man. I just want to say, I love your insight on parenting, man. I think it's real. It really is the same kind of way. It's articulated differently than I would do it, but like it's literally the same thing. You know what I mean? Like the whole point of it is to get the message across. And I don't think that with the T.I. and King situation, I think he's a great parent. Like I liked a lot of the things he's trying to give his son. But I don't think he ever adjusted to his son. Like you said, he might have been on the road, working hard. He just never, because his son don't feel seen. The way he was talking, like to me as a parent, right, of just observing a child, because he's 20, but he's still a baby, right? Like, because he act like a baby. I ain't talking about his age. He's 20, he should know better. But he act like a baby. I'm like, that was a tantrum because he don't feel like he part of the family. He don't feel seen.
He do act like he a little brat, or little clips that I've seen in him. He act like he a little brat. But I haven't seen a lot of clips.
He was raised by his grandma anyway.
Yeah, I don't know. He said raised by his grandma. No, he was babied by his grandma because they said he kept begging to go over there because she would baby him. T.I. was like, let that man go through what he's going through. T.I. was like, I seen a clip. He wanted it. I really want to make rap. He crying on the couch. his mom, his grandma, and I think his other grandma were all over there like, oh, baby. T.I. is like, you know, it's okay. And he said, stop babying them. Let them cry. Let them figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Let them cry, go through their emotion, make a plan, and then put it into action. Like, let him go through that. He got to do that to be a man. And he's like, I'm trying to make my dream happen, and you're not helping me. He's like, yo, hey, man, go ahead, figure that out yourself. Come back to me with a plan. Which sounds good, but it might not have been good for him. You know what I'm saying? To him, he like, my dad don't mess with me. Right? My dad don't care about me. Because my mom, my grandma, everybody else, 3 out of 4 are telling me I'm a baby, and it's going to be okay. Well, T.I. was saying he got to go to jail. T.I. was like, he made a live. They said he went on live, and he was like, my son going to end up in jail. My son want to be hard. He want to be tough. He don't understand that he's privileged, and he want to be a tough guy. So he got to learn. He going to have to go to jail to learn.
That might make it worse. He might come out
He's the baby whisperer. He just put the baby to sleep.
Yeah, that's all the protection.
How'd that baby go to sleep with Phil talking in his ear?
Phil put that.
Nah, he done did something to him. He done choked the little boy out.
Put that sand dust on it.
Yo, that boy went to sleep instantly. That's wild.
He go around the house. No, I can turn off the right side. Come down Fairfax County Parkway. And we talk about what happened. Even if he ain't coming here.
Hey, all right, here we go.
And then he be throwing this and get here, and he do just fine.
Say peace out, Phil. Say peace out, Sean.
When you watch your CMOS?
Say peace out, Monty. Say peace out, Kev.
No, ain't what time is it?
Hey, it is time, boys. It's 1:03. Look, he ain't gotta say bye. He mean bye. That's what he mean. He mean goodbye. I got them fucking kids. All right, peace out, y'all. Thanks for watching the show. Catch y'all next Friday. Peace.
You ain't tell Cassie say bye.
Oh, Kathy, baby. Kathy watching the whole movie. She been watching the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
He don't love you, Kathy.
First of all, you don't know what I love. You ain't been watching?
He never loved me.
I do love you. Kathy, don't listen to him. Don't let him lie to you. Anyway, peace out, guys. Don't listen to them. I do love Kathy.
He never loved me.
I always love you, Kathy. Hey, since that first massage.